Hey, Jonathan. Hey, everyone. Welcome to our 4 p.m. yoga class. Going to give everyone a few minutes to jump on. Hey, Chelsea. Hey, Selby. What's up, everyone? All right, we're live on Instagram and Facebook. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Hannah. All right, so I just went on a couple of minutes ago just to give you a little prep of what we might need. Let's see if that's a little bit better with the lighting. If you have anything that you can use as a block, if you normally use blocks in class, hey Katura, you might want to have that nearby. You can use a book, a pillow, a couch, a small side table, anything like that. And also, we're going to have an option to use something like a strap in today's class. None of this is necessary, but you can use a t-shirt, a belt, a tie, a kitchen towel, anything that can create a little bit of length for you. And if you want to follow along on Spotify, the playlist is posted on my Spotify, Madison Baldini, or on our Yonder online classes. It's 3.22 Yonder Live Flow. Looks like we're reconnecting on Instagram. Give me just a sec. All right, cool. We're back. So we'll go ahead and get started. It's 4:01. If you're joining anytime, just go ahead and join with us. We'll start today in Supta Baddha Konasana. So lie all the way down flat on your back. Go ahead and start your playlist if you're listening along to that. And then lie down on your back. Bring the soles of your feet together in the center and let your knees fall out wide like a book. Rest the back of your head on the earth. Feel the earth receive your weight as you lie back. Maybe close your eyes and let your arms rest anywhere comfortable, down by your sides. Maybe one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, feeling the breath that keeps you here. And let your body settle into this space, whatever space you have today, knowing that the four corners of your mat is all you really need to stay present, to stay patient. Let your body move and let your mind release. Take a moment to scan your physical body from the crown of your head all the way down through your toes. Taking notice, paying attention to any places of tension, any places where your breath gets a little stuck. And we'll work into those kinks and work them out through the practice today. And take a moment to notice your breath. Sahaja, or your natural grace-filled breath. The breath that breathes you automatically. And now beginning to bring more intensity and awareness to your breath. We'll start with a couple of cleansing breaths. Inhale through your nose, fill with air. Open your mouth, sigh your breath out. Inhale, fill up, feel your belly rise to the sky. Open your mouth, empty out. 2 more just like that. Breathe in, expand your rib cage, expand your belly, feel your heart lift. Pause at the top, feel expansive and full. Open up, let it go. 1 more cleansing breath, inhale. Pause at the top, maybe sip in a touch more air. Release. Seal your lips to touch. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Ignite your Ujjayi pranayama, that fire building victorious breath in through your nose. And like you're going to fog up a mirror, breathe out through your nose, create constriction at the back of your throat to make your breath audible and textured. Letting your breath be your guide as you move through the practice. Take 1 more as you are, fill with air. Through your nose, empty out. Moving your fingertips, getting a little bit of energy into your hands, rolling out your wrists. And then close your knees in like a book, Apanasana, wind relieving pose. Hug your knees into your chest. Squeeze, breathe in. Let your whole back sink into the earth as you exhale. And keep your right knee hugged in, extend your left leg out long. Breathe in. Take a little twist, pulling your right knee over to your left side as you exhale. Gentle here to begin your practice. Maybe gazing over your right shoulder, extending the twist to your cervical spine. Breathe in. Sink your right shoulder a little closer to the mat and twist as you exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Come back up through center, hug both knees back in. And extend your right leg long, left knee hugs in. Inhale. Twist your left knee over to your right side as you exhale. Allowing your physical body to wake up. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, seal your left shoulder a little closer to the earth. 1 more full cycle in and out. Draw yourself back through center. Hug both knees in. 1 full breath in. Squeeze a little tighter as you exhale. And then take your hands to the backs of your thighs. Begin to rock and roll the length of your spine, giving yourself a little massage and creating momentum to come into tabletop pose. As you arrive, stack your shoulders directly over your wrists and let your hips settle right over your knees. Find a somewhat neutral spine, softening the wrinkles in the back of your neck, extending your gaze to the top of your mat. And on your next inhale, cow pose. Dip your belly down, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone. As you exhale, press the ground away, dome your shoulders toward the sky. Breathe in, cow pose. Shine your heart forward, lift your gaze up ahead of you. And exhale, round your spine, press the earth away, gaze in toward your belly button. On your inhale, cow pose, isometrically pull your hands toward your knees, creating tension and openness in your chest. And as you exhale, press the earth away, isometrically push your hands away from your knees. Continue this cycle of movement, adding in a little flare, side to side, circles, figure eights, letting your body move fluidly, choosing to let go of perfection and what this might look like, and choosing purpose, what feels good in your body. Take a couple more cycles of breath to even out your sides. And now recreate stillness, tabletop pose. Refine your neutral spine. And extend your right arm out long as you inhale. And as you exhale, press your left foot back behind you, creating a long line of energy from your right middle finger through your left foot. Breathe in. On your exhale, crunch your elbow to your knee. Press the earth away with your left hand to round your spine. Inhale, re-extend and lengthen. Exhale, crunch in. Breathe in, find the length. See if you can keep your hips square, not letting your right hip pop out. And exhale, crunch back in. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, crunch together. Breathe in to lengthen, and exhale, set this side down. On your next inhale, extend your left arm. Find this stability first before extending your right foot long behind you. Work to square your hips. And inhale, create length. Exhale, crunch in. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out, close together, round your spine. Inhale, find length. Exhale, tap in. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale. Last full round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, set this down, neutral tabletop. And crawl your hands toward the top of your mat. Melt your heart down toward the earth, letting your forehead or chin come down, puppy pose. With each inhale, trying to lengthen your fingertips forward, keeping your hips lifted high. And exhale, let your heart melt toward the earth. On your inhale, slither forward, Sphinx pose. Straighten out your legs. Bring your hips down toward the earth. Keep your forearms on the ground and press down to lift your chest. Uplift the crown of your head toward the sky. Squeeze your belly button in toward your spine to lift your belly up off of the mat. And breathe in. And breathe out. Press back, child's pose. Take your hips to your heels. Rest your forehead down on the earth. Take 2 full cycles of breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Tabletop pose, re-arrive. 1 little cow cat, just to reset. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat pose, press the earth away. Neutral, tabletop, arrive and tuck your toes. On your next inhale, beast pose, lift your knees to a hover. Really press your hands into the earth, recreate cat in your upper spine. Let your knees hover a couple of inches off the earth. Breathe in, knit your ribs together. Breathe out, stay. Use your strength, use your dedication to remain in this pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 last inhale. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. As you exhale, pedal out your feet, walk your dog. Find a little dance, a little movement. Rolling out any kinks that you're feeling in your ankles, your hamstrings. Taking any movement here that feels good for you. Once again, choosing purpose and what feels good in your body rather than worrying about what this looks like. And even out both sides and then recreate stillness, downward facing dog. Press your hands into the earth. Use this connection of your hands to the floor to create a little more extension in your spine, lifting your sits bones high. And as you exhale, see if you can press a little more weight into your heels, working them toward the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale. Come up high onto your toes. Take little baby steps all the way to the top of your mat, keeping pressure and weight in your hands until your feet arrive behind your wrists. Hang in ragdoll pose. Generously bend your knees. Let the crown of your head hang heavy to the earth. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Take a little movement side to side. Or you might reach for an interlace behind your low back. Rinsing out your shoulders. Either way, let the weight that you're holding roll off your shoulders. And then gently find stillness in center. Heel toe your feet in to hips width distance or all the way to touch. Keeping a deep bend in your knees. Roll yourself all the way up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Tadasana, mountain pose. Ground your feet into the earth. Lift your kneecaps, tone your quads. Knit your ribs together and inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold over your legs. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Bring your hands to your shins. Find a flat back. Soften the wrinkles in the back of your neck by gazing just gently out in front of your mat. Breathe in, create a little more length from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Bend your knees, exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, high plank pose. Set up your foundation, stack your shoulders over your wrists, press the earth away, create cat in your upper back. Energize your legs by stacking your heels over the ball mounds of your feet. And on your inhale, really squeeze your belly button into your spine. Breathe in. Lower all the way to your belly as you exhale, untuck your toes, press your hands and tops of your feet into the earth. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana, lift your gaze. Tap your nose down to the mat. Inhale, Cobra, just barely lift your gaze and your chest. Exhale, tap down, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, send your hips high. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come up high on your toes, take a big step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift as you arrive, find length in your spine. Exhale, fold over your legs. With a flat back, inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, Uttanasana, bow forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, high plank pose as you exhale. Breathe in, shift your shoulders really far forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, bend your arms 90 degrees and hover. Upward facing dog, bring the tops of your feet onto the mat, lift your thigh bones. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come up high onto your toes, maybe this time hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, arrive. Forward fold. Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, rise. Exhale, Uttanasana, bow forward. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana, step back and lower, or jump back, land with bent arms. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, shine your heart forward.
Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Come up high onto your toes, look forward, step or hop, top of your mat. Halfway lift, arrive. Forward fold. Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, rise. Uttanasana, bow forward. Half lift. Chaturanga Dandasana, make your way back, take your journey. Upward facing dog, crack your heart open. Downward facing dog, arrive with a breath in. Exhale. Come up high onto your toes, look forward, step or hop. Top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Last round, Sunny, breathe in. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, send your hips high, inhale. Exhale. Come up high onto your toes, look forward, step or hop. Travel. Halfway lift. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Gently tuck your tailbone, reach your arms up high. Pour your weight back into your heels like you're actually sitting back in a chair. And feel the weight stack over your feet. Breathe in, knit your ribs together, hug in. Breathe out, stay. Inhale. Exhale. Get really light in your left foot as you inhale. Flying crescent as you exhale, step your left foot back toward the back of your mat. Hover your chest over your right thigh. And reach your arms back behind you, gently pinching your shoulder blades together. Energy in your back foot, keeping your heels stacked over your toes. Breathe in. Easy twist, breathe out. Plant your left hand down, reach your right arm up high. Gaze up at your right fingertips. Find a twist through your thoracic spine, the middle of your back. Work to keep your right hip in line with your right knee. One more breath in. And breath out. On your inhale, open, twisted crescent. Keep the twist. Use the strength of your core to rise up. Arrive with your right fingertips reaching back, your left fingertips forward. Keep the integrity of your stance by squeezing your thighs toward your midline and maybe creating a little more twist from that place. Breath in. Breath out. Tip this back, peaceful crescent. Stretch through your left side body, hold. Breathe in, space in between each of your left ribs. And breathe out, stay. One more inhale, reach a little higher in your left hand. Warrior two, spin open, arrive. Bending into your right leg, straightening out your left and sealing your left foot to the earth. Take a peek down at your feet. Aim for right heel to left arch alignment in your stance. Let your shoulders settle directly over your hips and lengthen through your side bodies, keeping your pelvis and hips low to the ground. Stretch your arms out to either side. Breathe in. Stay, breathe out. Peaceful warrior, dance your right arm all the way back. Stretch your right side body. Peaceful triangle, straighten out your right leg. Breathe in. Triangle pose as you exhale. Reach your right arm as far forward as you can. Create space in your right side body. Then let your right arm come to your shin or a makeshift block or whatever you've got. Try to create length through both of your sides and then stack your left shoulder on top of your right. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Create a little challenge here. Lift your right arm straight out in front of you. Use the strength of your obliques. Breathe in. Bend into your right leg. Breathe out, extended side angle. See if you can create a lot of space before letting your right arm settle onto your right thigh. Work to not dump into your right shoulder, but use the connection of your elbow and thigh to press up and out. Keep that left foot sealed to the earth, creating one big long line of energy. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath in. And breath out. Peaceful warrior, tip it all the way back, right arm to the sky. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, perch pose. Bring your knees together, bring your left heel to your sit bone. Bow your body over your right leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. One-legged Tadasana, root your right foot into the earth. Use the strength of your core and your glutes to rise up, bring your left leg with you. And then funky chair, send your left ankle over your right thigh, bend into your right knee. Maybe bring your hands together at heart center. Really pressing your right foot down into the earth and bending your right knee to create stability in your stance. Let your gaze be somewhere out in front of you, focused on something that is not moving. Energetically press your left knee down toward the ground to create that stretch in your left hip. On your next inhale, one-legged Tadasana, rise up. Bring your right hand to your hip, your left peace fingers to your big toe, or reach for that makeshift strap that we talked about and send your left leg straight out in front of you. Utthita Hasta Padangustasana. Create stretch in your left hamstring. Breathe in. And breathe out. And then take your left leg out to your left side for a variation of this posture. Working to stretch your left inner thigh. Come back through center and then drop your strap. Remove your hand, whatever you've got. Kick your left leg straight out in front of you. Use your hip flexor strength. Breathe in. OMG, as you exhale, step your left foot back and over to the right side of your mat. Sweep your arms behind you. Let your chest hover over your right leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Twisted OMG. Plant your left hand down. Reach your right arm up high. Full cycle of breath in and out. One more inhale here. Easy twist on your exhale. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Adjust your right foot or your left hand if you need to and find yourself in easy twist. We've been here before. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press your left hand well into the earth. Spin onto the blade of your left foot. Pass through a side plank, wild thing. Bring your right foot all the way over to your left side. Reach your right fingertips out in front of you. Breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. On your exhale, bring your right hand back to the earth. Maybe keep your right leg lifted. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Cleansing breath here. Inhale. Let it go. Look forward, come up high onto your toes. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips low and reach your arms up high. Breathe in. Breathe out. Get light in your right foot. Ground your left foot into the earth as you inhale. Flying crescent. As you exhale, step your right foot to the back of your mat. Squeeze your belly in toward your spine so that it hovers up off of your left thigh. And gently pinch your shoulder blades together, creating openness across your collarbone.
Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Easy twist as you exhale. Plant your right hand down. Extend your left arm high to the sky. Work to keep your left hip in line with your left knee, squaring off your hips to the front of your mat. And breathe in. Breathe out. On your next inhale, open, twisted, crescent, rise up, arrive. Squeeze your inner thighs toward your midline and maybe create a little bit more twist by doing that. Reach your left arm back behind you and your right hand way out in front of you. Inhale, exalt this back. Take your right arm to the sky and hold. Breathe in. Create a little more space in your right side body. Exhale, stay. Breathe in. Warrior two, spin open and arrive in what you know. Take a peek down at your feet. Aim for left heel to right arch alignment. And seal the outer blade of your right foot to the earth. Settle your shoulders over your hips and stay. Inhale, peaceful warrior left, arm to the sky. Exhale here. Peaceful triangle, straighten out your left leg, breathe in more space through your whole left side body. And then exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach your left fingertips far forward. Create space in your left side body and then let your left hand rest on your shin or some other object that you're using as a block. On your next inhale, create a little challenge. Reach your left fingertips straight out in front of you. Use the strength of your core, your obliques. Breathe in. Bend your left knee. Create this shape of extended side angle. And then let your left elbow rest on your left thigh. Again, using that connection to lift up and out. Create more space in your left side body, your left ribs. Then maybe roll your right shoulder on top of your left and gaze up. Last breath in and out. Peaceful warrior, tip it all the way back, left arm high. Cartwheel your hands down, perch pose as you exhale. Bring your knees together, kick your right heel to your right sit bone. Breathe in. Breathe out. And rise up one-legged Tadasana. Root your left foot into the earth and lift. Funky chair, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, bend your left knee. Energetically press your right knee down to the earth, creating that deep stretch in your outer right hip. And then rise up one-legged Tadasana, left hand to your left hip, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Take your peace fingers to your big toe, or maybe use a makeshift strap and extend your right leg straight out in front of you. Ground your left foot into the earth. Work to keep your hips level. And on your next inhale, slowly take your right leg out to your right side for this variation, stretching in your inner right thigh and working on your balance in your left foot. Inhale, come back through center. Reach your arms up. Use the strength of your hip flexor to keep your leg lifted. Breathe in. OMG, breathe out. Take your right foot to the left side of your mat. Hover your chest over your left thigh. Reach your arms back. Breathe in. Twisted, OMG. Plant your right hand down. Reach your left arm really sky high. Big inhale. Full exhale. Inhale as you are. Easy twist, step your right foot back to the back of your mat. We've been here before. Recreate the shape. And on your next inhale, press your right hand into the earth. Swing through a side plank all the way to Wild Thing. Step your left foot to the right side of your mat. Reach your left arm out in front of you. Breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana. As you exhale, maybe keep your left leg lifted. Replant your left hand. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Come up high onto your toes. Look forward. Step or hop, top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Breath to movement through that flow. Utkatasana, chair pose. Breathe in. Get light in your left foot. Flying crescent, step your left foot back. Inhale. Easy twist, exhale, plant your left hand, reach your right arm high. Open, twisted crescent, breathe in. Stay, exhale. Exalted crescent, left arm to the sky as you breathe in. Warrior two as you breathe out. Peaceful warrior, tip it back. Straighten out your right leg, peaceful triangle. Exhale, triangle pose, reach forward. Breathe in, reach your right arm out in front of you. Extended side angle as you exhale. Inhale, peaceful warrior, dance back. Perch pose, plant your hands, lift your left leg. Breathe in, rise up one-legged Tadasana, right into your funky chair as you exhale. Inhale, rise right back up. Utthita Hasta, straighten out your left leg in front of you. Breathe in, take it out to the side. Stay as you exhale. Breathe in, come back through center, reach your arms up. OMG, as you exhale, step your left foot back and curtsy. Breathe in. Twisted OMG as you exhale. Inhale here. Easy twist, exhale, step your left foot back. Breathe in, wild thing, all the way around, stretch your right fingertips forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, shine your heart forward. Adho Mukha Svanasana, lift your hips up high. Breathe in, reset. Exhale, look forward, come up onto your toes, travel to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Breathe in, get light in your right foot. Flying crescent, step back. Breathe in, arrive. Easy twist as you exhale. Open, twisted crescent, rise up. Exhale and settle in. Breathe in, reach your right arm high, exalted crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior, straighten your left leg, peaceful triangle. And then reach forward, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Take your left arm straight out in front of you, use your obliques. Exhale, extended side angle, bend your left knee. Inhale, peaceful warrior, dance back. Perch pose, cartwheel down, lift your right leg. Breathe in, one-legged Tadasana, rise up, straight into your funky chair. Bend your left knee. Right back up, one-legged Tadasana to your Utthita Hasta, Padangusthasana, straighten out your right leg. Breathe in, take your right leg out to your right side. Exhale. Inhale, come back through center, reach your arms up. OMG, as you exhale, step your right foot behind you, curtsy. Your next exhale is twisted, OMG, right hand down, left arm to the sky. Breathe in. Easy twist, step your right foot back, re-arrive. And breathe in for wild things, step your left foot over to the right side of your mat. Reach your left arm in front of you. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Cleansing breath out through your mouth. High plank pose, arrive. Breathe in. Breathe out. Side plank, roll onto your right arm, reach your left arm high. Lift your left hips up toward the sky. Breathe in. Plank pose, breathe out. Forearm plank, lower down. Knit your ribs in, breathe in. And breathe out. Plant your right hand, plant your left hand, high plank pose. Roll onto your left hand, reach your right arm high. Lift your right hip up a little higher, breathe in. Breathe out, high plank. Downward facing dog, breathe in. Child's pose, breathe out. Lower your shins to the earth. Sink your hips down. Take a moment here to maybe take a drink, towel off. Pause and re-arrive with your breath. And take 2 cleansing breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Open your mouth, sigh out. Reignite your Ujjayi Pranayama. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out through your nose. And tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Re-arrive, home base. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3-legged dog, lift your right leg up high. Breathe in. Right knee, right tricep, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee, left tricep, hold. Roll over, reach your left arm up high for a side plank variation. And then kick your right foot in the hole you created, fallen triangle, breathe in. Replant your left hand, 3-legged dog as you inhale. Draw your knee to your nose, step your foot between your thumbs. Lower your left knee, Anjaneyasana, reach your arms up high. Breathe in. Square your hips off to the front of your mat and squeeze your belly button into your spine. Cactus your arms, crack your chest open as you exhale. Breathe in, re-extend. Breathe out, cactus. Inhale, lengthen, half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. As you exhale, straighten out your right leg. Keep your hips lifted over your left knee. And maybe dorsiflex your foot, pulling your toes in toward your hip. Feel the stretch underneath your right leg, your right hamstring. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale. Back to Anjaneyasana, low lunge as you inhale. Tuck your left toes, flying crescent as you exhale. Hover your chest over your right knee, reach your arms back. Inhale your left arm forward, star pose as you exhale, spin open. Breathe in, fan your toes out toward the corners of your mats. Exhale, goddess squat. Bend your knees, sink your hips low. Work to isometrically press your knees away from your body to really feel the stretch in your groin, your inner thigh. Maybe you can dance, let loose a little while you're working hard to stay in this pose. Whatever song is on for you, I hope it's a good one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Rise back up, star pose. Archer warrior to the back of your mat. Bend into your right knee, straighten out your left leg. Feel your hamstring and your left leg stretch. Pull your right arm back. Breathe in. Warrior 2, back of the mat. Bend your left knee, straighten your right. Peaceful warrior, tip your left arm back. Cartwheel your hands down inside your left foot, lizard lunge. Heel toe your left foot out to the left side of your mat. You can stay lifted in your right leg, or maybe lower your knee down to the earth. Keep your hands planted on the earth, or maybe walk your forearms down to a prop or the earth. Feel your stretch in your right hip flexor and your left outer thigh. Let your breath begin to slow down just a touch. And walk your hands back up if they were lowered. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. 3-legged dog, send your left leg high and then bend your knee, stack your hips open. Draw a big circle with your knee one way. And then go the opposite way, just one slow big circle each side. Option here to flip your dog. Get light in your left hand as you get heavy in your left leg. Bringing it all the way down to your right side. Keep both knees bent, reach your left arm forward. Back to three-legged dog. As you inhale, left leg lifts high. Breathe in. Left knee, left tricep as you exhale. Inhale, re-extend three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, hold. Roll onto your left hand. Little modified side plank as you reach your right arm high. Fallen triangle, kick your left leg out in front of you. Lift your hips to the sky. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Replant your right hand, lift your left leg. Cheetah pose, draw your knee in. Step your foot between your thumbs. Lower your right knee to the earth, Anjaneyasana. Sweep your arms up high. Square your hips to the front, to whatever side of the mat you're on. Pull your left hip back in line with your right. Squeeze your belly button into your spine. Breathe in. Cactus your arms. Open up your chest as you exhale. Breathe in, re-extend. Exhale, cactus and open. Inhale, re-extend. Half split, Ardha Hanumanasana as you exhale. Straighten out your left leg. Dorsiflex your foot, creating a big stretch in the back of your left knee, your left hamstring. And breathe in. Breathe out. Rebend your left knee, Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Tuck your right toes, flying crescent as you exhale. Sweep your arms back behind you, arrive in what you know. Extend your right arm forward, open up star pose as you inhale. This time turn your toes in slightly and exhale, wide-legged forward fold, hinge at your hips. You can rest your hands underneath your shoulders, maybe reach for opposite ankles, or extend your arms behind you, whatever works. And take one more breath in. And exhale. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips and rise back up to star pose. Archer warrior, front of your mat. Bend your left knee, straighten out your right. Pull your left arm back like a bow and arrow. Breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out, bend your right knee. Peaceful warrior, dance your right arm high. Cartwheel down, lizard lunge, hands inside of your right foot. Heel toe your right foot out to the edge of your mat. Set up your foundation, maybe bending or lowering your left knee to the earth, and maybe walking your hands down onto the ground. Whichever lizard option you chose before, try to create the same on this side, but noticing any differences in your left and right side bodies. Begin to slow your breath just a touch. And take one more inhale. And exhale. Plant your hands, walk them underneath your shoulders. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Reach your right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knees, stack your hips open. Take a big, slow circle with your knee one way. And then go the other way. Option in here again to flip your dog, get light in your right hand, heavy in your right foot, bringing it all the way down to the earth. Bending in both your knees, reaching your right arm way out in front of you. Breathe in. Flip back over, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Let it go. Come up high onto your toes, look forward, listen close. Malasana yogi, squat, step or hop your feet outside of your hands to the top of your mat. Work to keep your heels on the earth as you lower your hips down toward the ground, bending your knees out wide. Bring your hands together at heart center. Press your elbows into your legs and then hug your knees back into your elbows, creating tension. One more breath And breath out. And then gently come down to a seat. Coming into cow face, bend your left knee. Cross your right leg over your left, like this. Option again here to use your strap for the hands. I'm going to turn around to show you. You'll slide your left arm, take your left arm out, palm facing back. Bend your arm so that the back of your hand comes to your back, maybe in between your shoulder blades. Reach your right arm out beside you. If you need your strap, take it in your right hand. Bend your right arm, trying to work your palms together. If you've got a strap or something like it, grab it in both of your hands and try to shimmy your hands closer together. Press your sit bones into the earth. Really sit up tall so you're not rounding your spine, but you're lifting up. And breathe in. Breathe out. Slow your breath. Let it begin to ease. Staying mindful and aware of the way it's beating through your body. Take one more breath in. And out. Slowly release your right hand and then slide your left arm down your back, coming out to your side. Modified Heron's pose. Take your right foot in your hands. Keep your left leg where it's at. Extend your right leg, stretching through your right hamstring. Option to use that strap here as well to give yourself a little more space. Once more, try not to round in your spine. Don't let your weight fall back. Really press your sit bones into the ground and tilt your pelvis forward, reaching the crown of your head up high. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bend into your right leg. Compass pose is our peak pose. I've never taught a peak pose through a live video, but here we go. Keep your left knee exactly where it's at. Take your left hand to the outer side of your right foot. Bend your right knee. Shimmy your right shoulder underneath your leg. The higher up you get your leg onto your shoulder, the easier this pose will become. Straighten your right hand, send it out to your right side. And if you're just trying to get your leg backpacked onto your shoulder, then stay here. Or maybe begin to open up, straightening your right leg. Big stretch through your left side body, big shoulder opener. You might use your strap here around your foot to give yourself a little bit more space. But take this pose for a couple of breaths, take it to your edge, play and see where you can get to. Maybe it's half of a bent leg. Live your life. And when you've had enough, gently rebend your right leg, bring it down to the earth, then we'll switch sides. So bend your right knee this time, hug your foot in. Cross your left leg over your right. Cow face on the other side. Take your right arm out to a T, palm faces behind you. Bend your arm and see how high up your back you can get your right hand. And then take your left arm out to a T, palm faces forward. This time, bend your arm and work your palms toward one another. Once again, working to ground your sit bones into the earth, reach the crown of your head high. And little by little, reaching your hands closer to one another. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale. Slowly let this go. Re-extend your left arm and then gently move your right arm out from its place. Taking your left foot in your hands, modified Heron's pose. Keep your right knee where it's at, right leg where it's at. Stretch your left leg out in front of you, working to create flatness in your lumbar spine by gently tipping your pelvis forward, lengthening your spine and reaching the crown of your head up high. Feel a big stretch in your left hamstring, opening yourself up for compass pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. Gently bend into your left knee. Let this side go. Just gonna rotate so you can see me a little bit better. Compass pose on your left side. Grab the outer blade of your left foot with your right hand. Backpack your leg onto your shoulder, once again, as high up as you can get your right leg, the easier this pose becomes. Straighten your left hand, bring your fingertips to the earth. And then work on this side, your compass pose, straightening out your left leg, really rotating your right shoulder open, bringing your gaze underneath your shoulder, underneath your armpit. Again, try, just like in Heron's pose and cow face, not to let your weight go back, but keep your lumbar spine extended. Breathe in. And as you're ready, gently let this side go. Straighten out both of your legs in front of you. Keep a little bend in your knees. Remove the flesh out from underneath your sit bones. Reach your arms up high. Exhale, Paschimottanasana, fold over your legs. Try to keep a flat spine, working to connect your belly with the tops of your thighs. Breathe. Let your breath slow in intensity, letting your body begin to relax. And one more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rise back up and come all the way down onto your back. Moving slowly to get there. Supta Baddha Konasana. Just as we started, bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall out wide. Let your arms rest wherever feels comfortable. Take a big breath in, fill up your lungs. Open up your mouth, sigh out. Let your body begin to slow, your breath begin to slow. Breathe in. Let it go. And then close your legs, bring your knees into your chest, Apanasana, wind relieving pose. Maybe take a couple rocks side to side, massage out your low spine. And just as we began, hug your right knee in, let your left leg go long, breathe in. Supine twist, take your right knee over to your left side, seal your right shoulder down to the earth. Maybe extend your gaze over your right hand, letting your cervical spine twist as well. And notice here any differences from the beginning of your practice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back up through center, hug both knees in. Extend your right leg long, keep your left knee hugged in. On your exhale, take the twist over to your right side, sealing your left shoulder to the ground, working your left knee to the ground on your right side. And breathe in. And let it go. Come up through center, hug both knees in. And then happy baby pose, reach for your ankles, the outer blades of your feet. Pull your knees in towards your armpits. Work to keep your whole back rooted on the earth from your tailbone, your lumbar spine, all the way to your shoulders and the back of your head. Maybe take a little movement side to side, a little more massage on your low spine. And hug your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze.
Setting up for your final resting posture. Stretch your legs out long. Oh, weird. Huh, my video ended on Instagram. Stretch your legs out long on your mat. Let your arms fall down by your sides and take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Let your body rest in Shavasana. For anyone that lost me on Instagram, if you're tuning in, take your Shavasana, stretching your legs long on your mat, arms extending by your sides. Take a big breath in through your nose, fill up. Exhale through your mouth, let it go. Let your body rest in Shavasana. The moments of your life are full of beauty and magic, just waiting for you to notice. Don't let the distractions and constant hustle keep you from experiencing everything this life is offering you. In each moment, choose purpose over perfection. When life feels like it's spinning around you and you can't catch up, return to the peaceful moment of now, where everything is exactly as it should be. Remind yourself that you are enough as you are. Everything you need is already within you. Release what you don't need. Feel deeply the places that you are tense, the emotions pulsing through you, and always notice the beauty surrounding you. Yogis, take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh your breath out. Let your prana, your life-giving energy, come back into the body, into your body through the power of your breath. And as you feel your breath in your toes and in your fingers extending all the way out, begin to gently wiggle them, finding a little bit of movement, letting your physical body reawaken. Let these movements grow larger little by little until you're ready to take a full body stretch, sending your arms up over your head, expanding. Exhale and hug your knees into your chest. Roll over onto either side and pause in fetal position. The position of rebirth that reminds you that every moment and every breath is a chance for you to begin again. Gently press yourself to a seat, finding a comfortable seat, and stretching your arms up overhead as you arrive there. As you exhale, draw your palms together and your thumbs down to your heart space. I always end class with the sound of Om, and I will not change that now. So we'll end with the sound of Om, the universal sound that unites us to ourselves, to each other, and to the world around us. If you're out there, join in with me, breathe in. Let it go. And inhale for the sound of Om. Thank you for practicing with me today, yogis. I hope you're staying well and staying safe. Mindfully lift your thumbs to your third eye center, the space in between and just above your eyebrows, where your physical body meets your divine being. And together we'll bow forward to seal the practice. Namaste. All right, yogis, thanks for practicing with me on Instagram. We got cut off at an hour. I guess I didn't know that. But thanks for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed practice. If you have any questions, let me know. We're here every day at 4 o'clock for the foreseeable future. And meditations every day at 3 p.m. as well. So check in with us. Stay well, stay safe. Namaste.